I want to talk about something that I haven't heard, and I just want to know if anyone else, any women are experiencing this. Quick backstory. Coming up, I always had low self-esteem. I never felt attractive. I didn't really have friends. I was pretty much a loner. And so as an adult, I still have some of those thoughts in my mind. And it could honestly affect how I present myself when I'm out. But with that said, I have a lot of gorgeous friends, okay? Everybody's pretty. Everybody's pretty.
All right, y'all. You know we got to talk about it. Shout out to Riva TV for bringing this video to my attention. Hey there, besties. Thank you for stopping by. I am MICHONDENYSE. We got to talk. We got to talk. You know, she's been having these problems ever since she was younger and it's brought up into her adult life. It's so hard. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Shout out to Coolie High. But let me be serious, okay? I'm going to try to be serious because everybody always got something to say. They want to ask the question, why? Why are things so hard? That's what I want to ask. Ladies, females, women's. Why is everything so hard when it comes to the opposite sex? I have never heard so many people have so many issues and problems. So if you can identify the fact that you had issues when you were younger, why is it that you haven't gotten any therapy? A psychiatrist, a psychologist, a doctor, some medicine, a counselor, a therapist, something from someone who is not a Black woman, so that you can go ahead and work through these things instead of thinking that getting on TikTok or any other social media platform is the best place for you to go and get advice so you can hear other people say, woe is me, woe is me. Well, you already know I'm not going to sit up here and support the woe is me. Not at all. You want some solutions? I'm going to give you some solutions. The second thing is that everybody that you know can't be pretty and beautiful. They all can't be pretty and beautiful, okay? So the question to me now is, why are you hanging out with all these gorgeous, pretty, beautiful people? Especially if you're the ugly duckling. Maybe you should go find some ugly ducklings to hang around and then that make yourself feel better. Or how about this innovative idea? Go out on your own. Go out by yourself. Do things by yourself, which leaves you open and inviting looking to men because you're not surrounded by a bunch of hens. I don't care what they're looking at. But the odds are, if they're as beautiful as you say, and you're hanging out with them, then the men are going to be going towards them. Duh. Did you really need to put this out here? I thought something like that would be common sense. Child, maybe it's just daggone me, but come on, girl. What else you got to say?
Can we talk about how we are not the woman that's like ever approached in the friend group? More specifically, how you internalize it, how you deal with it. You know,
like I said, that's the problem right there. Stop spending so much time with other women. Learn how to spend time with yourself. Learn how to be the independent that you all claim that you are. Why is it that you have to hang out with so many women? Maybe even reduce it to like one or two. Like, packs of women are not really cute. Like, where are you all going that it's such an issue? And if you're saying that they always seek the other women out in the groups, common sense should be that stop hanging out with these group of people. Not that they're doing anything wrong, but if you want to give yourself a fighting chance, go alone or go with some ugly people. I don't know, child, but this don't make sense. You are driving yourself crazy for no other reason than to be hanging out with other people. That is one of the things of the sisterhood that doesn't make daggone sense. You're holding yourself back. You're hanging out with people that are not doing you well. Not in this case because they're doing anything to you. You're doing it to yourself. If you really and honestly want and are looking for a daggone man, then go ahead and make yourself available and presentable to men by not hanging out with a bunch of women. It's easier for a man to approach you on your own, or at least two people, than if you were sitting around 5, 6, 10, 15 daggone people. Come on now, we got to know better than this. What am I missing? Seriously, these are college educated people with no common damn sense.
You know, because it's hard for me to believe that I'm the pretty girl when I'm out and men don't approach me. I tell you guys all the time that, like, I get the most attention from guys on the internet, not out in public. I for the most part, I'm never approached, just to keep it a buck. Or I'm approached by super older guys, like 50 and up. Nobody in my age range. And I don't care how many times my friends tell me I'm pretty.
Stop worrying about what your friends have to say and go ahead and go by your own experiences. This sounds like the epitome of single women keep women single. You're already saying that 50-year-olds or above approach you. You're telling me that every 50-year-old is someone that is not a viable person for you to deal with, be with, know, get to know something. You saying that you can only find men on the internet, that is concerning because the internet is not real, hun. Come on now, y'all. How many women have we heard of that go and meet people and God forbid they never come back, something happens, red rum deletions, the person's not who they say they are, those catfish things, like all this crazy stuff. People can say whatever they want and be whoever they want on the internet, and then you think that that's good attention. It is fake attention. Why don't we know this? Maybe if you get on the daggone apps and then you go and meet someone in person, hopefully that's what you're speaking about. But at the same time, you do need to meet in real life. When you say things like this makes me think this is how women get into those long relationships for years with men they don't know. And or they go and they spend $170,000 on a man that they never met based off of who they look like and what they said based off of the internet. This is very concerning, but we can see how women get into these situations. Nothing but trouble. But don't want to listen to nobody. Don't want to change anything. Just expects everything to come to them. Now, I'm honestly not trying to come down hard on this lady because I think that she really is looking for some help. I just think that she's looking in the wrong daggone place. Girl, if you are 20 some odd years old, which I really think that you are in your 30s, then we got some other issues. And I'm not one to be talking about anybody's weight. You're going to do what you're going to do, just like I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm fat phobic, but you may want to start with the loss of some weight. I'm just saying, this is just from what I'm seeing, just from this picture that you're presenting right here. You may want to start going out on your own and stop going in with the pack. Stop listening to the sisters so they can sit up here and keep telling you, yeah, girl, you look good, girl. You the best, girl. Gone, girl. And then they get picked and you don't. And then when you're participating in all of their weddings as the bridesmaid, never the bride, then you're going to be feeling some kind of way because you're not taking this stuff seriously. You sitting up here on the internet looking for guidance from people online. That area of life where nothing is really true for the most part is a part of the daggone problem. Women going to the internet for advice. Go seek real professional help.
Tell me I'm pretty. People at church tell me I'm pretty. When it's all said and done and I'm in a room with them, I'm never seen. And it's kind of hard to deal with. And then you can't even really talk to your homegirls about it because if you tell them, then they're going to be self-conscious about how they are in your presence and you don't want to dim their light because you love them.
There's the problem right there. Too busy worried about somebody else. Got to be worried about the sisters and what they going to think. And you don't want to dim their light. So then you put yourself last. You keep yourself in the back. You keep getting picked over. They keep getting picked. And again, you'll end up as their bridesmaids instead of going ahead and separating yourself and moving forward. Do these people really care about you at the end of the day? Now, listen, I'm not saying that they don't. But everybody keeps saying, yeah, girl, you pretty girl. Yeah, you grew pretty girl. You pretty girl. You pretty girl. And they keep getting picked and you don't. And you still want to hang out with them. And then you feel like you can't say anything to them. These are people that are your friends, but you just said that you don't feel like you can talk to them. You more worried about them than maybe they are worried about you. You're focusing on the wrong thing. In my opinion, you really don't want to be married or you don't want to be in a relationship or these would not be a part of your discussion. We don't even see the fact that we hinder ourselves. And then at the end of the day, you're going to turn around talking about crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, and ashy when it's got nothing to do with them. It's got to do all with you. Many of the times it does have to do with the women because, again, they don't want to listen. They think they know it all and they will not change. This is the epitome of someone who will not change as she sits here and specifically speaks on what it is that's going on. It is clear and obvious to me anyway. Maybe it's just me. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. But honestly, this is pretty sad at the end of the day because I know daggone well there's plenty of women that act like this and feel like this but won't say it out loud. Again, that's another reason why I'm not really trying to come down hard on this woman. At the same time, girl, you need to go ahead and find some daggone therapy or something because this is crazy to be holding from the time that you were a child, as per her words, up until now. And now you're sitting up here in your 30s, let's go ahead and assume, and you're going to say that someone who's 50, potentially and possibly established, is not good enough for you because whatever it is that you're looking for probably is a unicorn. Not saying that it is impossible. These women be bringing this type of strife onto themselves voluntarily and be the first ones to turn around and blame someone else. But come on, child, what else you got to say?
But like, what do I have to do? Distance myself from pretty people? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. How do y'all deal with it? Do you talk to your homegirls? Do you just internalize it? Do you talk to other people? Do you just ignore the feelings? Like, because that's my thing. When I'm by myself and I meditate or I look at myself in the mirror, I feel beautiful. And then I get around other pretty girls and I feel like the ugly duckling.
Y'all, this is crazy. I'm sorry. This is just crazy. First of all, I personally have never had this issue. You know why? Never had a bunch of girlfriends. That's step number one, child. Ain't even because of this. It's just because I ain't got time for foolishness. Again, one hand, y'all. I keep saying it. One hand, and I ain't using all daggone fingers. It's always been that way, okay? Secondly, why do women always need so many women around them to validate them and tell them what they look like? You worrying about what they look like. And then you say you get home, you in the mirror, I feel good. I know I look good. Yeah. Then you get back out there around the same daggone people. You have the same things happen to you. And yet you keep doing it over and over and over and over. And you want to go and find someone else out on the internet to speak to. Like maybe there is a group out there, okay? Maybe it is. So let me not be negative. Let me be positive here. Maybe there is a group for women who get denied, declined, women who are not accepted by men, women who are turned down all the time. Maybe there is a group for that. I'm not aware. Again, I've never had that problem. I don't understand it. You all have more opportunities today than anyone has ever had in life, and you still can't seemingly handle it. It doesn't make good God sense. I don't understand why women are so busy trying to hear what other women have to say. If you're looking for a man, why don't you go get around some damn men and listen to them? Join some groups, join a club that you're not doing with your other friends. Go do something on your own. Go to the movies by yourself. Go to a restaurant and sit. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Put on a heel and a skirt and go to a nice expensive restaurant and read a book. Stay out of your phone. Make eye contact. Smile. Like, these things still can work. Trust me when I tell you it can. You just have to get away from all your girls because it's not important to be around your girls at the end of the day. Or you're going to be around your girls for the rest of your life. Because honestly, that's what it sounds like is going to happen to you. But then they're going to be off with their husbands and you still going to be sitting around looking like, what happened? Where did all the men go? But come on, child, end this stuff because this is crazy.
And nobody can convince me that I'm attractive. That's why it's hard for me to receive compliments. That's why it's hard for me to trust that what people are saying they mean, because my life experience tells me otherwise. So how do you deal with it if you are dealing with it?
Now, I thought that she was home in the mirror talking about she know how she looked and she looked good and everything was all good. Child, y'all, mental health is a thing and I'm not trying to blame it on that. But the denial of the fact that you know that there is something wrong and you won't go ahead and go get some help with it, that's mental. That's something in her mind. She's sitting up here trying to justify and get help from the internet. She can't even talk to her so-called friends. She don't want to bother none of them. I don't even know if she has any family. She is wasting precious time. She gets attention from people. It's just not the perfect person that she wants. They're too old. Probably they're too young. What exactly is it that you are looking for? Because you're doing everything wrong at the end of the day. This is just another indication of how so many women waste life and time worried about what others think, worried about what others might say, worried about how it's going to look, and don't need to be worried about none of that. Need to be focused on themselves, what it is that they do, what it is that how they do it, what it is that they bring to the table, what it is that they can change, what it is that they can fix, what it is that they can do to make life better for themselves. But instead, you're going to waste time. I can't have but so much empathy and sympathy. I hope she got what it is that she needed from this video. Me personally, it tells a daggone truth and story that a lot of women don't want to admit. We already know that it's true for the most part, not all. It's been proven right here. No one will admit it. But you know what? Keep on with that facade. You're not hurting anyone in the end except for yourself. So that's it. That's all. If you made it this far, I do appreciate you. Please consider subscribing. I will see you all in the next one.